Hey guys, Thomas Cecilia Jr. here, aka Mustache Tom, here to review Kung Fu Panda 3. Now, I wasn't a reviewer when Kung Fu Panda 1 or 2 came out, so I'll just give a brief overview that I thought they were both really solid movies, and I do slightly prefer the second one, mainly from the villain. And now we have the third and what seems to be the final movie, maybe, of Kung Fu Panda. So now we are following Po as he's being told that he is now a master and must teach the others Kung Fu. And Shifu knows that Po is going to end up being a failure in teaching, and we see that happen. And Po is distraught, so he decides to go back home, and there's all this commotion outside, and when he goes out there, he sees this mysterious other panda, and they don't recognize each other at first, and then Po discovers that that is his real father. And while that's going on, we have this new villain named Kai, who returns from the afterlife, or whatever it was referred to in that, um, who has these really cool chain sword based weapons and can capture the other animal masters with these like spirit orb things or whatever they were. I think they were like totems. Um, it seems like a very Mortal Kombat Shang Tsung type of deal. Like that's what that character sort of reminded me of. Um, he I think he falls in between the first and second villain. Like he sort of has his serious moments, and he sort of goofs up a bit here and there towards closer to the end. So he's a pretty interesting villain, I think. And so Po must travel to the land of other pandas to try and learn this chi technique that will help him defeat this new villain. And the kung fu in this movie, it was as good as it was in the other two movies, I think. The one thing I will say is that I felt like the Furious Five once again sort of take a step back, as this movie does focus on Po and these new characters. His discovered father, played by Bryan Cranston, and that is something that I think the movies did suffer from, is this lack of sort of showing much about these other characters. But I will say that the show, the Kung Fu Panda show, I forget what the exact title was, but in that we do see that the characters do have more to offer. Uh, and I really liked the music from this movie as well. It reminded me of Pacific Rim a lot, actually. I think it's the same music, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't look it up or anything, but anyways, um, it's a pretty solid movie, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I really like the animation. I did like seeing this new interaction with Po and his father and his uh, the adopted bird, uh, Ping, I think his name is. Like this trifecta of interaction was pretty interesting. Um, but like I said, it does suffer a little bit from the other characters not getting as much attention, but it's still a pretty solid movie for me. And yeah, I enjoyed it. So go check it out if you feel like it. And if you've seen the other two movies, I'm pretty sure you probably have already seen it, but you know. So that's my review. I'm Thomas Cecilia Jr., aka Mustache Tom, and I'll see you guys next time.